Alrighty, guys. I'm Morthadon, bringing you guys Boruto episode 26. So real quick, I'm a bit tired. I'm hoping getting into this episode will wake me up a little bit. We're getting into a little mini arc, so hopefully this will be an exciting episode. If my reaction is a little lackluster, if this is like a slower episode, I apologize for that beforehand. I waited a little too late to record. I usually do my recording at night, but I usually do it at like a point before I get tired, and I got distracted, and now it's like really late, and I'm pretty exhausted and I'm freezing. But yeah, so I'm gonna be reacting to episode 26, editing it real fast, and all that. So if things kind of speed along too, that might be why. But yeah, so episode 25, they went on a field trip to the hidden mist village, right? Which used to be called Blood Mist Village. Um, and they ran into some thugs in an alley. Very, very cliche for whenever you go down an alley. They Iwabe is kind of on edge and not actually starting stuff, but like it seems like he's getting close to starting shit. I don't know how I feel about his attitude, but he is a kid who's heard about this Blood Mist Village the whole time, so I guess he's just nervous. I'd assume, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this episode. Hopefully, it'll be a fun little. I'm calling it a mini arc. I don't know how many episodes are in it. The fact that it was more than just one episode to me means a mini arc. I might classify it as an arc if it goes on enough episodes. But let's just get on into it. Also, I will be having a blanket on me, so if you're wondering why I suddenly am like all black, it's because I am very cold, so as soon as I do my countdown for the full-length stuff and syncing purposes, I will be putting that up, putting my arms underneath it and getting nice and warm. But let's get into it. Alrighty, we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... now. Alright, now it's time to get warm. Yeah, Iwabe. Possibly true. I noticed this guy had a weird look in the last episode. Kind of worried me. I hope he's not in on something bad. Ooh, who are they going to meet? Oh, is that her? The old... Yeah. She used to be the, yeah, the previous Mizukage. Ooh, is she a thick girl now? Not as thick as the one Orochimaru chick with the purple hair. I can't remember her name, but she had like the curse mark, kind of like Sasuke had. We've seen her a few times at the show so far, and she got big. Nice office. So they taking a whole class just straight up to see the Kage. He's changed so much. He used to be like a little shy guy. Now look at him. Oh, and we get the intro. Do 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 do. Gunjo. Do 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 do. I like how lax the security is now these days in all these different villages because of peacetime and everything. Boom. Huh. This episode's called the Mizukage Successor. I wonder if that has to do with his backstory a bit, maybe, or oh, he's caught. Get wrecked. Nice. Yep. Nice. They keep giving that guy some camera shots and he doesn't seem like proud. I'm starting to think there's like a coup d'etat happening. Maybe they want to go back to the Blood Mist Village days. Iwabe is still just salty as hell too. All right. Oh, so he's saying he wants him to be the successor. Eh, that's kind of that's sometimes the thing that someone says when they're like working behind the scenes for some bad shit. But we'll see. Maybe he just has like a tragic backstory. Whoa, it's a pretty cool waterfall thing there in the middle. You're looking back kind of towards Boruto. Maybe you meant him. In case he's already a Chunin. And they're saying he's not much older than them. If they did that 2 years ago, that's like almost their age. Damn. Successor for the Seven Swordsmen and the Mizukage. Damn. Nandas? Where'd he go? Okay, yep. Yep. Pretty cool seeing all them as reanimations. All the former, or some of the former ones, I should say, in Naruto. Friggin' Chocho. Some training. Hmm. Is this their academy? Yeah, I was gonna say they're sparring on water. If they're, because they were just learning how to walk on water. We saw our kids. Kagura. Oh boy, that's like that's an interesting match. That's pinning, like, you could see Boruto as a successor, even though Boruto doesn't want to. They've always said a lot of time it's the kids of the Kage that get to be the next in line, and then Kagura's the successor here, or even though he doesn't want to. So there's a lot of similarities between Boruto and him, and then matching them together, just like it's just like a fitting rival scenario kind of thing. Even though I don't think it'll be like a long term rivalry or anything. To be fair, they don't really they don't really do sword fighting, at least that we've seen in the Hidden Leaf, so I feel like Boruto's already at a disadvantage because of that. Boruto's really freaking out. Quite literally, sink or swim. Destroyed him. Man, Iwabe, I hope we get some, like, good reason. Like, some good backstory. What's up with Kagura? Huh. I have two theories as to that. Try to remember to talk about it after. Hmm. I don't know. Sorry, I keep humming, but I have these two theories in my head, and one of the lines he said leads me towards one, and then one line leads me to another. It's like, which one is it? Or it could be neither of my theories. Alright, it's just going around getting some food. I wonder if this is something they really eat in Japan, because I've seen this, like, kind of food. Like, I've never had anything like this before. Yeah, they just said grilled squid, I think. But I've never seen anything like that in, like, pictures or anything, really. Aside from an anime. So I don't know if it's an anime thing or a Japan thing. Alright. He still talks with a mouthful. They live out in the boonies. Hmm. How did he make life more prosperous? Gotta be pretty impressive to be able to work, like, maybe trade routes and stuff. Excuse me. Is that like their monument to the dead people lost in the war, maybe? Yo, I remember Zabuza talking about this. Oh. So his grandfather died to the fourth Mizukage, that's why he's so triggered, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I can see where Iwabe is coming from with that, but at the same time, nothing ever changes if you're like that, Iwabe. What do you want from him then? Like, seriously. Oh, here they are again. Or some more thugs, anyway. So what, just like they graduate they graduate and then they just become street thugs? Like we've always seen the Leaf Genin and they all like form teams, and they're very like strict and stuff. But here they're just like starting up gangs and shit. I like how this like guy has a cute little heart necklace. A scumbag. Stopped it barehanded. What a beast. Oh, he made it into like a spear. Guy's like about to cry now. That's like it's like Team Rocket from Pokemon right there. You win this time, but next time. Alrighty. Hmm. So many thoughts. Oh, we get to see the bad guy side. This is where the story gets amped up a little bit. This is that same guy from before. Yeah, that looks like his sleeve. Are you gonna monologue about your evil plan yet? Yeah, so they. It was kind of like what I said before. Hmm. Interesting. Why. Why specifically Kagura? Why that draws attention to make him go that way? It's like, oh, the streetlight's going. Oh no, they're gonna take Denki, maybe. Rib. He's probably dead. I'm just kidding. Oh, are they gonna leave him like beat up on a pulp right there, just like prove a point? Oh, paint. I hope. Rip. All right, so unfortunately, there's not a lot of time left, but next episode, we're gonna get some fights probably. Jesus, what is wrong with that guy? All right, they want the Hokage's kid. Interesting. I'm not. I'm not feeling a an after credits after this, but we're gonna watch it anyway. We're gonna watch Sarada walking, walking. Talking through that episode woke me up a little bit, but I'm still pretty tired. Not looking forward to having to edit after this. In the turn with the smile. Oh, I should get ready to stop the preview. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a preview. Alrighty, guys, so that is the end of episode 26. So yeah, that was a pretty good episode. It was definitely a build-up episode. I feel like I am tired, so maybe I'm being biased, but I don't have a ton to talk about with this episode. I think the biggest thing I want to talk about is what's his name, Kagura, because there's two theories I have, and I mentioned it during the episode. I mentioned one of the theories, or maybe I briefly touched on both. But to go into more detail and to have it all right here, I feel like either Kagura is part of this gang, and like leading it in a way. This gang that seems like they want to bring the Blood Mist Village back. They want to go back to how they used to be. Or something like, my other theory is that something happened to him in the past, and it caused him to kind of change a bit. And that, maybe not change, that's like a weird way to phrase it. Like, I feel like something like sort of tragic might have happened, and that's why he's saying like, or maybe he had to do something bad and now he blames himself, because he keeps saying that he doesn't deserve to be the next Mizukage or the next leader or whatever, next member of the swordsmen. And some of the way he words things, like when he says that, I partially think like something bad happened to him in the past, and that's why he had to do something that he regrets. He was like forced to hurt someone to save someone else, maybe, or something, and now he feels guilty for it and doesn't think he deserves it. But on the other hand, the Mizukage was given this great speech about about the village and how they used to be and how they are now and everything. And usually when a leader gives that kind of a speech, the followers are proud that live there. But Kagura didn't look proud. He just looked stone cold serious. And that kind of reaction leans me towards him being a part of this gang or the leader of it, because he doesn't feel that way. He doesn't feel that kind of pride. He wants the Blood Mist Village back, which is why it's why he didn't, smile or, look proud at his, his country and where they've come and how civilized they've become and everything. And that kind of thing is where I get such mixed feelings. But then it was like through the whole episode, it was like Kagura would say something that would make me think he's a good guy and just going through some rough stuff because of stuff he had to do maybe during the tuning exams or something. The other part of me is when like the evil guy right at the end there said, Kagura, what will you do now? It's a very weird thing to say. If you're leading a gang against a country, you'd think like, what's the Kage gonna do? You know, like if he's wondering what the good guys are up to, I feel like Kagura wouldn't be his first go-to, right? Um, that almost says to me he's saying, all right, boss, what's next? You know, like, in talking to Kagura, meaning Kagura's the boss and what's next. But who knows? I could be completely wrong on both points, but that's my kind of theory for Kagura. um, we obviously know Denki's fine for now. I'd be very surprised if they decided to kill off any characters like early on in the series. Like it took Naruto a long time before it killed off one of the good guys. So, um, going off of that logic, I'm not sure when we'll see our first death of like not the main cast, but like the semi-main cast, like one of all the kids that are there when shit goes down enough for someone to die. If that ever happens, I don't know when it would be, but I feel like it's too early for it. So, I mean, I don't even know why I'm talking about it. I know Denki is gonna die. They're gonna go save him. They're gonna go to the pier, and they're probably gonna fight. I'm curious how they're gonna go about it, because there's always like the different things, right? Like every show that does a hostage kind of thing and say, meet me here, they always have like something go wrong for the bad guys, and like usually it's the bad guys doing something dumb. Like you gotta play smart if you have a hostage. There's many ways for you to utilize a hostage to get what you want, but I have a feeling they're gonna like trade Boruto for him, maybe, for Denki, and then Boruto is just gonna be like a shadow clone, and poof, and then Denki's gonna be safe, and then it'll just turn out into an all-out brawl or something. But or something silly like, they'll trade spaces and then Boruto will just like hit one of them and jump away or something. Like something silly might happen, or they'll play it really smart, and that would actually give a lot more depth to these bad guys who up until now only one of them is a little like that one that moved really fast in the previous episode and like didn't pin him, but like backed Boruto up to a wall, and Boruto was like, wow, he's fast. That's like the only one that's like somewhat scary, and the rest of them are just like cowardly thugs, it seems like. Like even the first guy they met in the alley, he was like a bigger guy and he wasn't as cowardly, but I still couldn't take him seriously. He still like seemed like a joke to me. And then obviously the guy we were introduced to this episode seems like a joke, so I wonder if they have like more than just that one serious fighter in this little gang, or is it just going to be the one serious guy with a bunch of little follower punks wannabes, and they're just going to get mopped up by all the kids. But there is something else I want to talk about. This is probably going to be the last thing. Iwabe. I don't approve with Iwabe. I can understand his perspective where he lost his grandfather to the Blood Mist Village, and I don't even know if he knew his grandfather at the time because, like, it sounded like this was a while ago. Maybe he has some memories as a kid. But he also mentioned how, like, his dad never forgave the village, and I believe it was his dad or his mom. I kind of missed the line, but I got the gist of what he was saying. Um, and that's why he was so upset about it. So I understand his perspective there, but at the same time, it's the whole cycle of hatred that we went through with Naruto, where like Iwabe hates the Mist Village, but won't even give it a chance. Like, what he said something along the lines of like, "You guys are like the scummy Blood Mist Village," and then he like apologized, like Kagura apologized, on behalf of the village, and then he's like, "Why are you apologizing? When you weren't even there? Like, what does he want them to do? Like, to change the village in his eyes? What can they do? It seems like there's nothing. But there has to be, if you want to end that cycle of hatred, there has to be some way that you get past your hatred and realize that the village isn't terrible. Like, obviously, they have this secret underground evil shit, which isn't going to help Iwabe's attitude. It's going to make it much worse. But maybe Kagura will be a good guy and he'll come in and help and make Iwabe realize. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Iwabe's attitude. I feel like you need to give a little in a way. Like, obviously you can still be mad, but don't assume their village is always going to be evil. Like, you can be mad at what happened in the past, but respect what they've become, I suppose. But but yeah, hopefully something happens to change Iwabe, or he's just gonna be a bit salty for forever now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna call it there. I don't really have much else to say about this episode. I'm looking forward to the next one. Seems like we might get some good fighting. Um, and I'm interested to see how badass this, little gang is, and how badass our characters are that will beat them up. Um, but yeah, once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week for another one. See ya.